History of Prince Diponegoro against the Dutch colonializers in Java. Prince Diponegoro is a national hero who is known as the leader of the 5-year Java War against Dutch colonialism. Do you know the history of Prince Diponegoro? It should be noted that the Java War or Diponegoro War took place from 1825 to 1830. The history of Prince Diponegoro is known to many people from this war. This war was recorded as the war that claimed the most casualties in Indonesian history, namely 8,000 Dutch victims and 7,000 indigenous victims, and 200,000 people suffered material losses amounting to 25 million guilders. Prince Diponegoro was the son of Sri Sultan Hamengkubuwono III and Raden Ayu Mangkarawati, who was born with the real name Raden Mas Ontowiryo on 11 November 1785 in Yogyakarta.
The beginning of the Diponegoro War was when the prince did not approve of Dutch interference in royal affairs. In 1821, local farmers suffered due to misuse of land leasing by the Dutch, French, Germans, and British. The governor of the Dutch East Indies, Godard van der Capellen, issued a decree on 6 May 1823 which stated that land rented by Europeans and Chinese must be returned to their owner by 31st January 1824. But the owners were obliged to provide compensation to the land's tenants. Prince Diponegoro decided to fight so that the farmers in Tegalrejo could buy weapons and food. Prince Diponegoro's anger peaked after Patih Danureja, on order from the Dutch, installed stakes to create a railroad track over the graves of his ancestors.
The palace sent 2 regents to lead the Dutch-Javanese troops. 2 regents were asked to arrest Prince Diponegoro and Mangkubumi in Tegalrejo. Prince Diponegoro residence was damaged and burned. His family and troops moved to Dekso village, Kulon Progo Regency, to save themselves. Prince Diponegoro then moved to Selarong Cape, which is located in Kentolan Lor Hamlet, Gowosari, Pajangan, Bantul, to hide and use it as his base. The attack on Tegalrejo started the 5 years Diponegoro War. Many farmers and gentry donated money and goods for the war. There were 15 of the 19 princes who joined Diponegoro. He was also assisted by Kiai Mojo to become the spiritual leader of the rebellion, coordinating with Sri Sultan Pakubuwono VI and Raden Tumenggung Prawiro Digdoyo, regent of Gagatan.
In 1827, the Dutch attacked Diponegoro until his troops were pinned down. In 1829, Kiai Mojo and Prince Mangkubumi and their commander Ali Basa Sentot Prawirodirjo surrendered to the Dutch. Prince Diponegoro stated that he was willing to surrender on condition that the remaining members be released. Then, Diponegoro was exiled to Manado and moved to Makassar until he died in Fort Rotterdam on 8 January 1855. The Diponegoro War is not only known as the war against the Dutch, but also the war against the palace people who sided with the Dutch. After the Diponegoro War ended, the king and regents submitted and surrendered to the Dutch, except for the regent of Ponorogo Warok Brotodiningrat III. And that is the history of Prince Diponegoro, leader of the Java War who fought Dutch colonialism in the archipelago.